The boys were released today. Okay, I made a video on Andrew not too long ago talking about all the things he coincidentally manifested in his life. In that video, I asked repeatedly as I show clips, how many times does something have to happen before we stop calling it a coincidence? Well, today was the last goddamn coincidence I had to see. I am convinced we live in a simulation. Do you know the amount of times that these guys have mentioned the Matrix? An assload amount of times. Then they get released on the day that the first Matrix movie came out 24 years ago today. Whoever or whatever is pulling the strings of this simulation that we live in and we just puppets and shit, they are putting it right in front of our face. Hey, you dumbasses, it's a simulation. None of it is real. So there's most likely about to be an interesting divide online of people who hate him and don't care if he actually did anything wrong. They just want him to be put in jail because, hey, I don't like him, so make him guilty of something. Them versus the free top G's, meat riders who don't believe that there's any possibility he could have done something bad in his life. Then there's the minority of us who are just scanning the situation for what it is, with no emotion or personal bias influencing the verdict that we are personally coming up with. We just are scanning it for what it is. My thing is, if somebody murders somebody and that's what they take this person to jail for because they murdered somebody, do you think they're just gonna let this person walk if they seen the person dead on the ground and the gun was in his hand aiming at the exact same hole that the bullet shot through? No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna leave his ass in jail. They're not gonna give him house arrest or something. Them motherfuckers are gonna kill more people. He's staying in jail. When there's proof against you, you're fucked. But they held these two men before having any hard evidence against them. And I think that they spent the last 3 months of them being locked up, or however long it was, trying their hardest, looking through every nook and cranny of their life, trying to find something to use as hard evidence in court to keep them locked up. There's no way they weren't trying their ass off. They already committed to the decision they made to lock these men up. You damn straight they were trying to find something to pit against them both. But since they couldn't do that, they had to let them go. But today, of all days,
the Matrix has attacked me. The Matrix has attacked me. The Matrix has attacked me.
I don't know. There's nothing anybody could say to me that'll convince me that that is a coincidence and not part of some divine intervention, simulation, messaging type of shit. I don't even know. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. They have mentioned the Matrix too much. And I'm not the dude to be all up in the conspiracy theories like, oh yeah, we live in the Matrix or whatever. But whatever we live in some sort of simulation where some type of words that you speak gets projected in your life in some fashion. There's just no way. But either way, welcome home to the Tate brothers. I genuinely do hope you guys aren't guilty of anything. Not because I'm a top G meat writer, but because if you guys are guilty of something, then that would mean that someone else was either emotionally or physically hurt in some way. So I don't really understand the obsession with people wanting these men to be guilty, because that only comes at the expense of someone else being hurt. If they are guilty, if you want them to be guilty, that also means that you have to be okay with them hurting other people. You should want them to not be guilty, so whoever is in the frame of that person that would have been hurt wouldn't have been hurt. So I don't want them to be guilty. A lot of people want him to be guilty simply because you don't like him and what he stands for. Again, that's at the expense of somebody else's pain and suffering. Some of y'all are weirdos, bro, for real. Like, that's weird. Then there's me. I'm Neo right here, dodging all the bullets of the tater haters and the free top G meat riders and all the comments on what they believe this person did, even though they've never met or spoken to him a day in their life. That's comment number 1. There's comment number 2 from Lil Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? There's another comment from Free Tate. All of these little meat riders and haters and oh shit, I got caught by one of them. Fuck, I wasn't supposed to show that part. Anyway, this can't be a goddamn coincidence. It can't be. You can't convince me it is.